Up until now, we've been exploring belief, what we believe, why we believe it, and how those beliefs shape our life. But underneath every belief, there is something even more fundamental. How reality appears to us, not what reality is, but how we experience it. That's what this video is about. Take a moment before you listen to this. Not to agree, not to disagree. Just notice how your mind reacts. Because what I'm about to say isn't meant to convince you of anything. It's meant to loosen something. We assume we know what reality is. We look around, we see objects, we experience time passing, we move through space, right? And we think this is reality. But one of the most important philosophers in Western history said something different. His name was Immanuel Kant. Kant argued that human beings have never experienced reality as it actually is. Okay, not once, not ever. Kant said there is an objective reality, okay? A reality that exists independently of us. Now, he called it the noumena, or the things as they are in themselves. But here's the problem. It's almost impossible to access it. We don't remember reality directly, okay? We encounter it through our senses. Our sight, sound, touch, smell, and taste. And the moment reality passes through the senses, it changes. Okay? The mind reshapes it into something that it can process. Kant called this reshaped version the phenomena. The things as they appear to us. So what you experience is not reality itself. It is reality after interpretation. Think about memory. You and a friend, you guys witnessed the same argument, and one remembers it angrily and the other calmly. So who's right? Both. Because perception filters reality. The heart is deceitful above all things and desperately sick. Who can understand it? This is Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 9. So it works like this. Our experience is shaped, our mind edits, and then reality is interpreted. Time and space feel obvious, okay? They feel fundamental. But Kant said time and space do not exist outside of us. They are mental structures. These are frameworks the mind uses to organize experience. So this means that reality does not exist in time and space. You place reality into time and space. You see, without this mental scaffolding, experience would just simply be chaos. Let's take, for example, an optical illusion, right? You see either movement or depth. Reality itself, well, you'll never know it as it is, right? Your brain just interprets it. The mind filters, arranges, and it simplifies our reality. Not to show truth necessarily, but to help you to survive. So what does this all mean? It means you do not see reality as it is. You simply see a construction, okay? Reality, as you experience it, is filtered and shaped and edited, again, by the mind. It is experienced, and experience is interpretation. Life is not passive observation. It is a constant act of imagination, not fantasy, imagination as perception. For now, we see in a mirror dimly, but then face to face. Corinthians chapter 13, verse 12. What we see is never complete. Reality passes through layers. Our senses, our mind, our memories. So why does this matter? Well, this isn't philosophy trivia. Because once you understand this, there's one thing that becomes clear. If reality is mediated by perception, then whoever influences perception does not need to control reality itself. They only need to control how it appears. You see, power does not begin with force. It begins with framing. Think of a news story or of a social media post, right? It doesn't necessarily change what happened, but it does shape what you believe happened. And that is how power works. So this series is not about telling you what to believe. It's more about examining how belief is formed, how history is framed, how money is perceived, and how identity is constructed. Because if perception is shaped, then that would mean that imagination becomes the battleground. And power is whoever controls it. So before we talk about money or nations or individuality or even control, we need to start here with this simple question. If reality is filtered by the mind, who benefits from this filter? That is where the real secret history begins.